Innovation from Silicon Valley to Shenzhen by Crystal Miranda. The United States, the government, founded innovation activity in Silicon Valley, California, and it is production of more than 60 years of investment of public and private capital. Everything started during the Cold War and under pressure from the Japanese manufacturing and faced with labor shortage. United States-based firm began transferring some assemblies operation to countries where the labor and overhead costs were lower. For example, Shenzhen, China, where the production is cheaper and faster in production. Silicon Valley and Shenzhen are a competition nowadays. Many companies are leaving the Silicon Valley to move to Shenzhen since it is faster in production and the supplies are cheaper. Also, the President Donald Trump have economy-wide effect by raising anti-immigrant sentiment and tighter visa regime while Shenzhen is rewriting the rule by embracing open innovation. Innovation is being leveled down in the United States by increasing unfriendly policies, which foreign entrepreneurs create around 25% of all companies in the United States. Also, more Americans have left the county of San Francisco than arrived. Su Jong-soo said Shenzhen owed its success not to the government or the Communist Party but to its policy of allowing people to go beyond the plain economy. By the year, Shenzhen had been increasing its innovation. Between 1980 and 2016, Shenzhen GDP grew at an average annual rate of 22%, and today Shenzhen stands at 2 trillion yuan. In the past, Shenzhen used to be 90% in copycatting and 10% in innovation, but now it is the other way around. Shenzhen have increased to 70% in innovation and 30% in copycatting. Shenzhen spent over 4% of its GDP on research and development, and companies in Shenzhen file more international patents than those on France or Britain. Having a Shan district listed 125 firms with combined market value of nearly 400 billion with a higher income. Shenzhen sells supplies cheaper and factories make prototypes quicker than any other city or any other country. Chinese innovation is speeding up further. China has an average value add to its export is 76%, while United States is 87%. Shenzhen has become a magnet for ambitious young entrepreneurs seeking to take advantage of the city position at the heart of the global tech supply chain. Shenzhen is a hot hub of innovation in China, which imposes a few limits on freedom of movement. It relates about employment contract and it does not discriminate against outsiders. Mr. Chu said people are the greatest source of our growth. Many Shenzhen want to succeed. Shenzhen want to get new ideas and innovation and they're willing to help people in their ideas and help them grow as a company. The city of Shenzhen is attracting many entrepreneurs to develop new ways of making things. The innovators are transforming the entire delta into an advanced manufacturing cluster. For example, a promising startup that moved to Shenzhen is Weiser, an American firm. This company Weiser uses a conventional metal cutting machine that costs $100,000 or more, but Shenzhen knows how to help Weiser in a way to cut any material precisely with pressure water. It is a desktop cutter that costs about $500. Another example is the production startup like DJI. The world's top maker of affordable, commercial, non-military drones, and it is the most successful of Shenzhen recently startup, and it is worth over $8 billion. As in 2017, Shenzhen provided supply of the hardware value around $350 million.
40 years ago, none of this existed. The buildings, roads, none of it. Shenzhen was little more than a poor fishing village on China's southern coast. But today, it's home to 12 million people and growing. It's the world's greatest or biggest boomtown. That's because it's one of the top centers of Chinese wealth, and this is the man who started it all. That's Deng Xiaoping, who led China from the late 70s to the early 90s, and it was his idea to open up China to the rest of the world. He did that in part by creating these special economic zones, which included Shenzhen. They got preferential tax treatment, more direct foreign investment, and that, more than anything else, helped create all this. Western firms flooded in, like China's first McDonald's, and factories popped up, churning out boatloads of cheap electronics and consumer goods. In amongst them were a whole bunch of knockoffs until manufacturers here realized you can't really actually make a big profit just pure copying. So they learned how to actually add value to the designs. So now they're coming up with like new designs. Tech startups, lured by easy access to the global supply chain of gadgets, flourished in this warmer, less polluted city far away from Beijing, innovating in AI, robotics, and electric vehicles. This isn't the stuff of the future. It's happening right now, from facial recognition. So right now, when you walk into the subway here, they take a picture of your face. There's lights there. They take a picture of you every time you walk onto the subway. To an entire market, the world's largest, operating almost entirely cash and card free. So every little store here that you can buy fruit, whatever you need, you go on your phone, you scan a QR code like this one. So this is WeChat Pay. And that's that. Simple as that. I just bought fruit from this woman. All of these innovations supported by the government in a bid to rebrand Made in China to Created in China. To be sure, much of the world is wary of China's rise. Can it truly challenge the U.S. for economic dominance? That's not clear, but if it does, Shenzhen, the city built in just a single generation, will likely be the force that makes it happen. Matt Rivers, CNN, Shenzhen.
Shenzhen is becoming the new Silicon Valley, where entrepreneurs are building their product in Shenzhen for cheaper supply and the faster production. Shenzhen has become the world capital for hardware entrepreneurs. Shenzhen outdated the method of copycat China and becoming the global hub of innovation in hardware and manufacturing. China has been favored over the countries because of its vast and growing domestic market, its steady improving manufacturing cap- capability, the quality of workforce, and the inability business environment.